Hi guys, it's mmmmitchell here, and today I'm here with Tatti Lashes to create a really beautiful, bronzy, smoky, smudgy glam using the Tatti Mitchell 2 on my beautiful model Shay. So I'm going to start off by taking a light concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm not taking this into the crease because I'm going to be taking a dark colour into the crease, so there's not really any point in me having a light base there. Then I'm going to take a clean brush and really just tap at the edges, just so then they really diffuse, so everything is nice and blended. Okay, so now I'm going to take the same bronzer that I used on Shay's face, and I'm just going to put this through the crease. This is the Fenty bronzer in the shade Mocky Mama. I'm basically going to apply this around where I applied that light concealer, just to really frame the eye. Then I'm going to get Shay to keep her eyes nice and closed, and I'm just going to take a clean brush and just tap out any of the creases that have been left in that wet concealer that we applied to the eyelid. Then I'm going to come into just this palette that I have depotted all of my eyeshadows into. This is out of my new palettes that are coming out soon. This is going to go all the way over that concealer. Just by adding a little bit of a lighter base, it's really going to give it a little bit more intensity. Then I'm going to come back to my blending brush that I used for the bronzer and just blend at the edges of that shadow. Okay, so now what I want to do is I really want to add some definition to the lash line before we go in and add the lash. So for this, you could use a gel liner, you could use a liquid liner, whatever your preference is. I like to use a pencil liner to do this just because I find pencils are a little bit easier to smudge. This is the one by Makeup by Mario. I'm going to start at that outer corner of the eye and almost build a little bit of an angle. Then I'm just going to take a really nice small little smudgy brush and really slowly smudge that black pencil. Then I'm going to come to a deep brown shade, something quite cool toned, and I'm just going to blend this over where I applied the black pencil. Okay, so now I'm going to come back to my pencil and I'm just going to get some on the back of my hands just to really warm the product up. I'm almost just going to stamp it at the lash line just to bring it a little bit further in. So I do like to get my model or my client to do the old mascara just because that way they know it's coming. I'm not going to irritate the eye and I'm not going to ruin anything that I've done. Okay, so now it's lash time. So I'm going to take Tatti Mitchell 2, which is this beautiful, really full but still kind of separated lash. I love this lash because again, it's full, it's dramatic, that's the way I like it. But it also has little gaps in it so you can still see what's behind the lash. And then I am just going to measure this to Shay's eye. So when it comes to Tatti Lashes, they leave little tabs on either end, and these are really good because if you're working on someone with a really, really long eye, that means you've got a little bit more length there for them. I'm going to take the tabs off. Then I'm going to take the Tatti Mitchell lash glue, paint that on the lash, and then I will leave that lash to go tacky because I really struggle to apply lashes when they're still wet with the glue. So now that my lash has been left for about 30 to 40 seconds, I'm now going to start working on manipulating the lash to really make it really comfortable and easy to apply. So I like to grip onto either side of my lash. And when I say grip, I mean light grip. Don't be like gripping it. Don't be having a fight with your lash. And then I like to almost create like a little S with it. And this just really almost enhances the curl of the lash and the curve of the band. Place that really close to the lash line. You want to try and get it as close as possible so then we don't see any gaps. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of nude pencil to the waterline. Again, this is by Mario. It's a beautiful pencil. The pencils in this line are really, really amazing. Super droppable. The pencils in this line are really incredible. They're super creamy but also super long wearing. So I'm going to take the nude one and this is going to go into the waterline. Then I'm going to come back to my bronzer that I used on the crease area and on the face, and I'm just going to apply this underneath the eye. Okay, so now it's time to add an underlash. So I'm going to take my underlash, which we created this time last year I think it was, and I'll be honest, I think this is one of my favourite lashes I've ever done. Today I want something quite winged out, so I'm only really going to focus these on the outer corner of the eye. You want to make sure you're going underneath her natural lashes as well. Okay, so now that the lashes are done, I'm just going to add a little bit of an inner corner highlight. I'm going to take this Fenty highlighter in the shade Mo Honey, and voila, she's done. So guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the look. How beautiful did she look? If you guys want to shop my Tatti Lashes collection, just go to tattilashes.com and you'll find everything there. Thank you guys.